If someone's really not feeling well in the mental space, it's going to be really hard for them to talk about it with someone they don't know. So my name is Amber Townrow. I'm 25 years old and I'm a site supervisor in construction. I am very passionate about mental health. I suffer myself with mental health issues, so I have high functioning anxiety, and I've had this for quite a while, and I'm very conscious and aware of it, so I'm constantly looking at different things to help me. I am also a mental health first aid trainer, so as much as I'm aware of my own issues, I do try and use that as a way to tap in to help other people. I just want to help people as much as I'm helping myself at the same time. It's definitely getting better. There's a beautiful organisation called Mates in Construction who do a lot of work and a lot of exposure work at multiple different sites across the nation. So they actually come and do like a briefing, they do training. I think it's getting spoken about more often, which is great, and the stigma is getting taken away that it's okay to talk and we're all mates and we all come to work to do a job, and it's okay to have those vulnerable chats, which I think is great. Yeah, I have. There's been periods where it has sort of consumed me. The job is very busy, and as a supervisor I'm constantly sort of put under pressure, and I'm managing a lot of different personalities and people that I work with, so I take things very personally and I care about what I do. So I've been struggling with that internal battle of letting go of things that I can't control, and that sometimes does overwhelm me and really consume me. It really comes out of nowhere sometimes as well. Like you think you'll be coasting, you'll be fine, and then you're like, ah, like sirens are going off in your head. But I've got like great people around me at work, and I've got sort of my routine that helps me just settle back in. The other week I was really caught off guard. I was just talking to someone I've actually never spoken to on site before, and I was like, hey, like how you going? And he was like, oh, I'm actually not okay. And this is the first time I've actually been like faced with that response at work. And so it was really nice to have that chat with him, and he trusted me to be able to talk to me, and again, just offered my help and followed up, which I was really proud of, being able to do that to help someone. And he, really acknowledged how much it made a difference. So yeah, it was nice to obviously know that like I'm obviously doing stuff for myself, but doing stuff for others as well. So yeah, it's very like this all the time. I think it has a lot to do with, obviously the environment itself is very pressurised. Again, I still think that stigma is very prominent, especially being such a wide variety of age. You might be working with people who are 60 versus young apprentices who are 16 or even young as 15. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that I'm seeing, is as much as we're all talking about mental health, it's more of the doing that isn't being done as often. So I think the generational gap probably is keeping that stigma there. So it's just about educating more people. I think that's one of the issues that is definitely prevalent. I don't even know how to be able to bridge that gap with people. That's definitely the hardest bit, is going, you know what, no, it's okay, like take the time, like my time is yours, or going to your supervisor and going, hey, like I just really need a day off tomorrow, I'm not doing well. Like there's so much stigma even around taking sick days. People will come to work and they're sick physically, and I'm like, if you're sick mentally, it's the same. You can have a day off because you are sick, and you're not going to get better unless you rest. For me, I am a very strong advocate for females on site. I try to be like the mother hen on site because I feel like I've got good resilience and I know that I'm where I'm meant to be. But like young apprentices or people who are new to the industry, it's about retaining people. It's like as important it is to get women in, it's about retaining. So the environments that are made on site is so important. And yeah, calling out behaviour, I call out so much behaviour, it's ridiculous, and I'm not like afraid to do that either. So I will put a 60-year-old man in their place if they're not being appropriate or respectful. And at the end of the day, whether you're male or female, we come to work to do the same job, right? So, respect is such a big thing. So just building up those relationships and encouraging people to call out that behaviour and make the change is so important. And yeah, we'll hopefully welcome more women in. Yeah, so this was actually only very recently. I'd been given a deadline and I was just really unclear on how I was going to get there, and communicating with some subcontractors that I usually have great relationships with, it just wasn't clicking that day, and I don't know what was happening, and I just again felt really overwhelmed. And I had got in my car that day and literally just started like bawling my eyes out. And it's so hard because you can just feel yourself crumbling and breaking. And I just sat there and I was just crying, and I was like, I just have to let this happen. I just have to sit with this emotion and then go think, okay, I always remind myself you can only control what you can control. Everything isn't on your shoulders. Like, there's so many people that have input into that project deadline. It's not all on you. And my manager's great. He's such a legend, and he always reminds me of that as well. He goes, you're doing a great job. Like, all of this isn't on you. So I take a minute just to remind myself of those things, because when you strip back the situation, you can go, okay, this is actually the truth of what's happening. It's not as big or scary as it is in my head, and the noise just needs to stop. So yeah, I just take 5 minutes, literally. I go to a quiet room, whether it's on site or in the office or I'm in my car, or I just go for a lap around the block outside of work, just remove myself from that situation and just calm myself down. So yeah, that only happened recently, and I really am becoming more aware of how I'm feeling and being able to regulate that, which is great for me. But when I was younger, like, it just was all like, you just see red and that's all you think, and your life's terrible for the rest of your life. Like, you know, this could be the worst day ever, but it doesn't have to be. It's just about how you think about it and frame it. I think taking the socialisation outside of work and building those relationships is really good. Like, I just thought today, after this deadline, you know what, we've worked really hard. Let's all go to the pub for a beer and just celebrate. And you know what, go just have that and actually get to know people as a person, because you only know them at work. Taking work out of it and actually build more meaningful relationships with people will help strip down that scariness and being able to be vulnerable, because you've got that pre-existing relationship there. I think that's really important, the connection side of things, because like on this site we've got 800 people on site, and you see each other every day and you walk past each other, but it's like being on a busy street, right? Like, you walk past each other all the time, but unless you actually have meaningful connections, you know their name. Do you even know the name of someone you've been working with for the past 4 weeks? Like, of course people are going to be intimidated to break down and sort of have those really heavy chats. They are heavy chats. If someone's really not feeling well in the mental space, it's going to be really hard for them to talk about it with someone they don't know. So I think that's important. I think that's what I'd like to see change. And that's something I definitely try to do myself. I try to get to know people. I do like a take 5 rule with people, usually before pre-start. I'm like, how's your day? What do you get up to on the weekend? Like, I don't want to know about work. I know you were here Saturday. What else did you do? Like, who do you support in footy? Like, had a shit game on the weekend. Like, yeah, my team beat you. Like, haha. Like, you know, just building up those relationships, I think is so, so important, just to bridge that connection and break that sort of glass barrier. Do it. Like, seriously, do it. It's so scary until you start. That build up and sitting on the dive, say if you're on a diving board, that anticipation of going, oh my God, like, it's really far up and really high up, it's going to be really scary. But as soon as you jump off and you dive in, you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Like, that's how I feel it is being a woman in construction. Like, there's so much anticipation. You hear a lot of the bad stuff, but not many people highlight the great stuff about being a woman in construction. Like, I have so many great friends, male role models, people who lift me up and support me, and you develop so much resilience, confidence. A big part of yourself unfolds in this industry, and it's a great industry to be in as well. And yeah, I think it's a lot of fun too, and the community is so good. Yeah, that's the best advice I can give. And if you ever are scared, type my name into LinkedIn, flip me a message, type my name into Instagram, I don't care. Please message me. Like, I'm more than happy, and every female that I meet, I'm always offer that because it is scary and you might not have any clue and you just want to ask a silly question or like a question that's been eating away at you, just ask. Like, yeah, just do it.